Robin Red wants to know how much prep time and coaching we do before we make a video like this.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, that tells you right there. We don't do any prep or coaching before videos. We just do the video. She said specifying the types of questions, especially those that are off limits, is pretty grown-up material. No.
These are some of the questions that I will not answer. One of them is my favorites, because you guys always ask me favorite questions. That are my favorites. Another one is my role, my fostering dad role. I can't talk about any of the lines or anything of that. I can only say the name because they announced it. But another one of the things is my biological parents, because that's private stuff just for me and my Nana to talk about. Okay? So, I want you guys to leave creative questions. And I want you to leave interesting and creative and positive questions. Okay?
That was very easy for you. I just said...
I don't know what you're talking.
I said, what types of questions do you not want to answer? And you said...
Like, I can't talk about my role.
Mm-hmm.
I can't... And I'm not going to talk about favorites because you guys always ask me my favorites.
She gets tired of answering favorites questions over and over again.
Well, probably not, but yeah.
You don't get tired of answering favorites questions?
Sometimes.
Yeah, you said you didn't really want to answer favorites. And then what was the other thing you said you didn't want to talk about?
Oh, my biological parents.
Yeah, that's not anything we coached or prepped. That was just like, what things do you not want to talk about? We said we're going to make a video telling everyone that we're going to do a Q&A, and why don't you let people know what you don't want to talk about? It was kind of common sense, right? She says, do you use cue cards?
No.
Not since you were 3.
No. There is no cure for orthogyposis, just treatment to reduce the severity of the joint contractures and increase muscle strength to maximize the function level of the individual. What? What is she talking about?
I don't know. I guess she doesn't understand how we make videos.
What's her name?
Robin Red. So you used to use cue cards when you were 3. When you made your awareness videos when you were 3, you used cue cards then because it was too hard for you when you were 3 to memorize, like, things to say.
Right.
For the awareness videos, because the awareness videos are very technical and they require memorizing facts and knowledge about AMC. Like we read off of the cards and says, you know, arthrogryposis is a condition, not a disease, right? Like you couldn't memorize that line, so you read it because you were able to read at 3. But you haven't used cue cards since then. She wants to know if some of your videos are scripted and memorized. No, it's not. They're not acting. Our videos aren't movies. They're reality. They're like
what?
It's our life.
What's he talking? I don't know what you're talking about.
She's asking if some of our videos are scripted or memorized. Do you do a script for the videos we film?
No.
Do you memorize them before we do them?
No.
She's asking what is the purpose of the nonprofit we are setting up? The purpose of our nonprofit. Is it different than AMCSI? It is different than AMCSI. But we're also going to work hand in hand with AMCSI on some things. So what is the purpose of our nonprofit?
To help AMC families that have my condition go to Florida.
Or go to wherever they need to go. They might want to go to Shriners, but they probably won't need too much help with that since Shriners helps with all of that. They might want to go to DuPont and Delaware, like anywhere that they need to go where there are experts, because you can't just get treatment for arthrogryposis in your own community most of the time because there aren't experts everywhere in the country. So we're actually doing 3 different things with our nonprofit. We are going to be helping with awareness and education, which is one thing that we already do, but we're going to do it on a more grand scale. We are going to help AMC families and individuals with arthrogryposis with medical expenses and travel expenses for getting care and treatment. And we are going to help medical professionals get professional development and learn more about the condition so they can take that information back to their local communities and treat more AMCers locally. And definitely you can learn way more about it on our nonprofit page. So yeah, that's what the nonprofit is for. But our videos, when we do them, they're not pre-planned. Most of the time we don't even know until that day what we're going to do.
Right.
Sometimes we have no idea and we just film. Like we just film her reading, or we film us having a conversation or something like that. Sometimes we plan them ahead. You can tell which ones are like planned, like cooking, like if we do like her anatomy model, like clearly we planned to do the anatomy model video and I set up and, we did that. What other ones like we set up for? Yeah, the anatomy model of the cat. Anything where she's like behind the table here, like the peanut butter and jelly video.
Yeah.
We had to set up for that. So we didn't plan out what we were going to do, but we planned on doing that particular type of video. And so I put everything on the table, turned the camera on and said, here you go, make a peanut butter and jelly. But no, we don't script or plan or have meetings about our videos. Kathy Fenlon wants to know how you decide what books you want to read.
What books I want to read? I don't know. I just press here and then I put it away, and I pick another book and I put it away, and I pick another book and put it away. I just don't know how I decide which books I read.
Elaine Crookston wants to know if you've studied algebra yet.
Algebra? No.
Not yet.
Not yet. How's algebra spelled?
ALGEBRA. Amanda Jane is a top fan. She said, I don't have any questions, but you are so blessed to have such an amazing Nana who loves you unconditionally to the sky and beyond. You are truly an amazing and adorable little girl. Keep on being you. You make the world a better place.
Yes! Yes! I love my Nana.
I love you.
To
the moon
and back.
Linda Wilsey, who's a top fan, she wants to know, do you ever feel like not in the mood to do videos?
No. I don't ever feel that way. What are you talking about? I don't ever feel that way.
You don't?
No.
You never feel like not filming?
No.
I can think of a couple of times where you didn't really feel like filming.
When?
I mean, it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you're like, I don't feel like doing that right now. Usually it's because you want to do something else.
Right.
It's because you're like playing, or you want to, like you would rather do something else instead. There's lots of times we don't film because we don't feel like it.
When?
When we sit here and we're like, oh, we really need to do the Q&A video, and then we don't do it for 3 days.
And now we're doing it.
And now we're doing it. But there's lots of times when we decide we just don't feel like filming today. Right? And then I put up a throwback video because we don't have a video for the day. Because we didn't feel like filming. Joyce Carlisle says, "Hi Anna, what is your favorite activity? Ballet, gymnastics, swimming, or singing?"
Singing.
Holly Davis wants to know, who is your best friend, not Nana?
My mama.
Eileen Healy, who's a top fan, wants to know what your favorite thing to do at home is.
My favorite thing to do at home is snuggling with my Nana.
Gladys Evelyn Eggleston says, can you live on your own with arthrogryposis when you're an adult?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Amy Jervis, who's also a top fan, says, what would be your dream vacation?
What would be my dream vacation? What is a dream vacation?
You know what vacation is, right?
Yeah,
Where you
but
travel somewhere for fun. So what would be your dream, like if you could do anything in the world you wanted to do ever, like what would be your dream vacation? Oh my gosh, I'd really love to do this for vacation. What is it?
going down from a parachute. Like if you're up high in the airplane, you jump out of it.
So your dream vacation would be to jump out of an airplane? Skydiving. That's your dream vacation.
So like it's up all the way up here. Take a parachute and it goes down and 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 down.
Linda Canvin wants to know, if you could make up a recipe for cookies, what would be in them?
Oh. I've got a good type of cookie. Do you know what it is? A cherry watermelon chocolate chip cookie. Does that sound good?
Cherry watermelon chocolate chip cookie.
Yep. Does that sound good to you?
It could be good, yeah. Diane Richards says, oh, Anna, you're a fellow Scorpio. That's why you're so smart. Do you know anything about the 12 astrological signs yet?
No, actually do not.
Actually do not. Colleen Mager says, hey, Anna, what is your most favorite way to fill up your love bucket?
You mean love bank?
Same thing. What's your favorite way to fill it?
Hugs and kisses. That's how. That's my favorite way to fill it. So what I do to fill it is I put a blanket around it. A pretend blanket that's in my heart around it. A pretend blanket in my heart around it so that it doesn't go everywhere. And you would pour the love into your heart.
Donna Yancey, who's a top fan, wants to know how you stay so positive and happy all the time.
That's because I love my Nana.
Your love keeps you positive and happy?
Yep. That's how.